Hi guys, and welcome back from Carly at the Herbathicary. Really good to see you guys again. If you're new to the channel or like the videos, please show your support by hitting like and subscribe down below. Let us know that you've enjoyed it. Welcome to another spring crochet tutorial video. If you've been joining us, you've seen that we've been doing all these pretty flowers. So we've got roses, marigolds, lavender, daffodils, daisies, and the sunflower. But in today's video we will be doing this cute little pink flower. I'm not sure what you'd call this one, but I still keep it in the dahlia family because this is what my dahlias look like. So I'll be using a yellow for the center and a pink for the petals. This is one that I did with 2 rows of 5 petals, but in today's video we will be doing the one with 6 petals. So my trusty 2.5mm hook at the ready, and starting with the yellow, I will just pop a slip knot on my hook. We're going to chain 4 and then slip stitch to the first chain to make our loop. We'll then chain 1, and into that loop we're going to do 8 single crochets. Once we have our 8 single crochets into that loop, we're just going to slip stitch to that first single crochet to complete round 1. In round 2, I'll just tug that, pull it closed. In round 2, we're going to chain 1 and working in the back loops only. This is quite tight, so back loops only. We're going to single crochet in the first, 2 single crochets in the second, and we're going to repeat this all the way around till we have a stitch count of 12. So we're increasing by 4. So 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and so on until we complete this round. And then we will slip stitch in that first single crochet to complete round 2. Now we have that row of front loops, so I'm just going to finish off here. So we'll chain 1 and pull through, and this completes the center of our flower. Now we have our 12 stitches along, and I like to start just a little bit before where we finished off, and again only working in the back loops of that final round. We're going to attach the color that you'd like your petals to be. So I'm using this pink. So I've put my hook through. I'm just going to slip knot at the back and pull that through. Now to start our petals, these are going to be bigger, so we're going to chain 8. And then in the second from the hook, we're going to work a single crochet. In the next one, a half double crochet. In the next 3, we're going to work double crochets. So that's 2 and 3. Then in the next stitch, a half double, and in the last one, a single. We're then going to slip stitch into the back loop only again, and then slip stitch 1 along, and there we have the first half of our first petal, and we're going to repeat that. So chain 8, single in the second from the hook. We will be working back into that chain 1 space that's left over, half double, 3 doubles in a row, 1, 2 and 3, half double again, single again, and then slip stitch again into that back loop and slip stitch along into the next back loop. And we're going to repeat this until, in my case, because I have a stitch count of 12, I will have 6 petals in total,
I'm really sorry.
as each petal takes up 2 stitches. So we're here at the end, and I've just got one back loop to slip stitch into, and now I have my 6 half petals. So we're now going to repeat what we did on the previous round on this side. So count down till you find the 7th one, and in that one we're going to single crochet next to the last single crochet, half double into where that double was placed, and then one double in each of the previous 3 doubles. So that's 1, 2, and 3 doubles. We're then at the half double, US terms of course, and then a single, and then we have that space where we had that loose chain 1. So in there, in that space, so where the actual chain 1 that we missed was, we're going to slip stitch, chain 2, and slip stitch back into that space. We're now on the other side with the single crochet, so we're going to slip stitch along each of these stitches. I find it easier if you hold the next petal down, so we're going to slip stitch all the way to the base, and then we're going to slip stitch into that slip stitch we did at the bottom, and then repeat this on the next petal. So single, half double, ooh, that just came out, 3 doubles in a row, and as you see, it's making a nice petal shape. So we're going to complete this all the way around until we have our 6 petals. So I'm just finishing the end of mine, so I'll slip stitch down this last side. So I've just got those last few stitches to do, slip stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first one we did, snip off our yarn, chain 1, and pull through to complete that first round of petals. Now it is easier if you sew in these ends now, just to get them out of your way, but I'm going to do mine at the end and just continue showing you guys. So to do the second round of petals, you have these front loops. Now the front loop's closest to the other petals, and what you want to do is find the loop in the middle of your last petal so that they overlap separately. And then we're just going to attach our yarn and do exactly what we did in the front, but we're only going to chain 7 this time, as we want the petals to be slightly smaller. So make sure that you've got the second set of front loops. Ooh. So I'm going to chain 7. Again, I'm going to single crochet into the second loop along. I'd only done 6, so single crochet, half double, it's only 2 doubles this time, so 2 doubles, half double crochet, single crochet. Ooh, it's getting quite tight, it does get fiddly, just hold them back, then we'll slip stitch into the next loop, and then slip stitch into the next loop along, and then repeat this process. So we're going to do exactly what we did in the first row of petals, just using 7 this time. And this is all of mine complete so far. I did sew in my ends, and we're now going to work on that center section. So we've got one first round of front loops, that was 8 front loops, and we're just going to pop our hook under there and pull our center color back through. Then, holding all of our petals out of the way, we're simply going to chain 2 and slip stitch under the next loop, chain 2 and slip stitch under the next loop. Ooh, it's quite tight at this point and a little fiddly, but chain 2, and we're just basically going to chain 2 and slip stitch in the next front loop all the way along until we get round to the other side. As I said, it can get quite tight at this point, so you can use a smaller hook if you want to help you get under those bits. Once you get to the other side, don't forget to slip stitch back into where you first joined. I'm just going to pop away and sew in my ends quickly, and then it's time to find the perfect spot for it on my wreath. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, let us know if you've given it a go. The springtime wreath is one of our favorite things to do at this time of year while we are eagerly awaiting spring and starting all our seeds inside. It's nice to have some color on the walls. So let us know if you guys have tried any of these projects, comment below, and feel free to share your work on the Hook and Nook page on Facebook. I'll pop a link below. Again, thank you guys for coming back to the Apothecary. It was great to see you again. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.